Hey, Charles here with idealstay.com, and today I want to talk about why charging cables always break. You know, before I started selling charging cables, I always would have problems with my cables breaking. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to find a cable that won't break. I'm going to create a cable that's indestructible, that just won't break. And then I started selling charging cables, and that's how I got into this business. So I started selling these type of charging cables. Look how thick this is, and look at how strong it's built compared to the stock ones. I mean, look at that. It's like a fortress compared to the stock cables, right? So I'm like, this cable's not gonna break, right? This cable easily could break, especially it frays up, you know, it ends up getting holes in there, the wires get exposed and they break. You're not gonna do that with this unless, you know, you feed it to your dog or an alligator or something, they'll chop it up right away. So I started selling these cables and I started selling these wall plugs, and then my cables never broke. They worked, I never had problems. But the frustrating thing is a lot of my customers would say, hey, I got your charging cables and they broke. And I'm like, they broke? How did they break so quickly? Because sometimes customers would get them and within a few days they would break. And I'm like, what are you doing to the cables? Like, are you like feeding it to like an alligator? I mean, what are you doing? You using it to like jump rope? I mean, how in the world are you breaking this thing? Well, we went through our customer data of thousands and thousands of transactions, and it was very interesting what we found. Our customers that purchased our cables along with our wall plugs, barely any of them had any problems ever. But our customers that just purchased our cables, they were the ones that were having the problems. And it's like, why is that? Well, what I figured out is that the problem is the wall plug. These things destroy cables. And the reason why is because you should only use two types of wall plugs. Number one, the wall plug that came with your specific exact device, or number two, a wall plug that's specifically designed for all devices, like these super high quality Qualcomm 3.0 wall plugs that we sell. The reason why our customers don't have problems when they're using our cables with our wall plugs is because our wall plugs are made for all devices. The reason why customers were frying out their cables that didn't purchase our wall plugs is because they're using one of two types of wall plugs. One, they're using the wrong wall plug for that exact device, or number two, they're using a knockoff. And that's one of the biggest causes is knockoffs, because this is the thing, is like this right here is an official Apple wall charger. I believe this came with actually it came with a new iPhone I just got. Well, this was designed for an iPhone, not an iPad, an iPhone, right? So you should only use this with your iPhone. But the problem is let's say I only use it with my iPhone, but I take it to work with me, or I have friends come over and they have a knockoff that looks just like mine, or maybe they have one for a different device that looks just like mine. Well, the problem is we accidentally, without meaning to, swap wall plugs because they look identical, right? Even the knockoffs look identical. Some of the knockoffs will even have the manufacturer's logo on them, right? So how are you gonna tell them apart? You don't. You accidentally swap them, and then you gave away accidentally your good wall plug that was made for your device for one that wasn't, or it's a knockoff. And then what happens is your cable gets fried. And you know what? That's a good thing. And you might be saying, how in the world is it a good thing that my cables are breaking? It's a good thing because if your cable didn't break, your phone would break, or your iPad, or whatever device, your tablet or your phone would break if your cable didn't break. Basically, this is what happens, is the wrong amount of power is pushed through the cable, right? And it's sent to your device. And if you send the wrong power to your device, if your device isn't meant for that amount of power, it will fry your phone. So the cables are made to be destroyed before your phone. And that's a good thing. Now, it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes the power will make it through and it'll destroy your phone or your tablet. And that is horrible. That's like the worst case scenario. And that is just, I hate it when that type of thing happens. But the reason why is these evil wall plugs, all right? So what you want to do is, number one, when you get your device, mark your wall plugs. Put your name on it and put the exact device that you purchased what it was, right? So if you just got the new iPhone 8, put, if you're me, you're gonna put Charles's iPhone 8 and, put it with a permanent marker, and this wall plug is only for your iPhone 8. That is the way to do it. Now, the other way to do it is you buy a super high quality wall plug that is meant for any device. Now, these Qualcomm 3.0 wall plugs that we sell, these are made for all devices. And what they do is they have built-in power regulators in them that basically send signals to your device back and forth, and it can monitor exactly how much power your device can handle at that particular time. And that's really, really nice, because what that allows you to do is, number one, it allows the charger to send the most amount of power to your device as possible without frying it, without hurting it, without destroying your cables, without destroying your device. And what's nice about that is that allows you to charge your devices as fast as they possibly can safely and possibly be charged. So you'll be able to get a fast charge safely, and that's the key, right? So you won't destroy your cables, you won't destroy your device, and you'll charge your device much, much faster. So that's the key. So if you'd like one of these high-end wall plugs or some of our fast charge 3 amp wall or cables or our 2 amp fast charge cables, these things are the highest quality. They're built to last, right? But even these will be destroyed if you're using a knockoff. Don't use a knockoff. Use one of our high quality Qualcomm 3.0 chargers. We have multiple varieties coming on board again. So get yourself some of these and you will not have to worry about going through cables like crazy. You won't have to worry about destroying your device, and you'll have a fast charge. So have an amazing day, and I hope this helped, right? I hope you now know the mystery of why your cables always break. Have a great day. Goodbye.